Daphne, no.
It's gonna be hard to keep them in there.
It might be. Happy Friday evening, everybody. It is. Thank you.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you guys for joining and spending a little bit of time with us on Friday evening. This is Daphne, my co-host, who has just escaped from her enclosure. So we're going to let you get back to playing. And we're going to give these guys... Do you see her? She jumped out. Here, Daphne, go ahead. Get back in. Get back in, play with your sisters. Oh. These guys are fighting over here. All right. We'll give it a second here. And, oh, Daphne. Come here, sweetheart. We're live, so it's one of those things. But you guys, if you're fans of the channel, you know that my little stinker here is definitely does whatever she wants. So she wants to get out, and she will find a way out. So we'll see if we can entice her back in. Excuse my butt for a second. Come here, baby. Here, there you go. So we'll just kind of play with Daphne for a little bit to keep her a little bit distracted, as well as her sisters, and just kind of give you guys a little sense here of the kittens and their play. Here you go, sweetheart. Now watch this. That is Daphne getting on top of me.
Yeah.
I think, you might think she's just trying to play or something, but in all honesty, she's trying to find a way out, and she's going to use my shoulder as that way out. So we are getting to the point where, as you guys know, if you're fans of the channel, that our kittens have been kind of in this place now for the last couple of weeks. And they're here because this is essentially where Tilly brought them. They have gotten out. We've had to build this enclosure much bigger around the area, but we're probably not going to do that for much longer. So anyway, I'm your host, Rob, and obviously Michelle is here as well. She'll be monitoring the chat, and we'll just kind of talk as we watch the kittens play. We'll be answering your questions and, talking to you guys through the chat as well. There you go, Penny. And we'll kind of watch these guys play. They might wind up getting a little bit tired. They may wind up falling asleep during this hour because they've been playing for quite some time. I don't even know where Daphne went. Did she somehow get out?
I don't know.
I know, so she's a little stinker, so she's going to try and find her way out of here. But Penny and Opal are still here. So we'll kind of also watch them play. Well, there you are, Daphne. So we'll just kind of,
It's here.
Keep things going. Obviously, as I've kind of said before in the past, I mean, it's live, so it's not going to be perfect. But the other thing is, I kind of like to talk, and we kind of like to talk about the status of how our cats are doing, which might be a little bit different than other live streams that are out there as far as kittens go. But I will tell you guys this. We posted a video last week on Friday when we were out of town, and it was a compilation video, and YouTube gives stats. So they'll let you know, what's the average viewing duration. And obviously it was an hour. And the live streams are typically viewed for about 84% of the time. And that video was only about an average of 5 minutes. So obviously, and it had a lot of views. It had a lot more views than I guess our live streams normally get. But the deal is, I think that we add something a little extra into our live streams by just kind of discussing our cats, and it's the basis of our channel as well. So, and that's a commercial as far as our ambient music goes. So, but I mean, that's basically what we do. We add a little extra. We try and give you guys the stories of how our cats are doing and what's happening on a daily basis as we kind of post videos and as we do these live streams. And these guys are so cute to watch. Now, obviously, what was missing in last week's video, we had music kind of playing over, and we didn't get a chance to kind of put in what the what they sound like as they're playing. So they make a lot of noises sometimes, and they'll meow and everything. But the other thing is, so not everybody can make the live stream, and I totally understand that. And so if people are interested, then they'll kind of come back and see what happened, because we posted to our channel so that everybody can kind of view it when it's over. But we have several things to talk about. What you'll notice in the background right now is our cat Tilly is making a noise, and you can kind of hear that. So that noise is, listen for it. You got to be able to hear that. There's no way. It's very loud, even though she's far off in the distance.
Well, Brendan asked who's that meowing in the background.
Yes, exactly.
And then he said heat.
Yes, it is heat. It is definitely heat. So this is the third time now that Tilly has gone into heat. So unfortunately, we got a little bit of a break, and it actually kind of came in time for when we were out of town. So at least she wasn't too much of a terror or anything. But she's definitely in heat now. So, all right. So what I'm going to do, it seems like Daphne's a little bit more contained and she's playing, which is fantastic. We're not seeing a lot of the kitten activity, and I'm going to kind of leave this enclosure, which means there's only one way in and one way out. So I'm going to have to kind of move the camera a little bit. And you get to see my butt again. Sorry.
He's going to break the ball again.
So we're going to kind of, get it kind of back here and hope that we've got some good coverage of the area here where these guys are playing. And then we're going to go over it. Brendan, it seems like you've been active, so let's hear what Brendan's had to say.
Penny's asleep. Penny is asleep.
Penny's asleep.
Penny, wake up.
These guys are kind of like, what's going on?
Wake up.
Yeah, wake up, Penny. Okay, so what do we got? Sorry, Michelle was fixing the wall. So I will say this, we're not going to be able to keep them in this enclosure much longer. And next week, we're going to be posting several videos about the relationship between the kittens and Pippa as it's kind of developed. So some of this has already happened in the past, and more of it we expect over the weekend and into next week. So we're going to have a lot of content in relation to it. And so we'll have several videos about it. But basically, we've come to the determination, and if you're in the live stream and you're watching this, then you'll know this up front before the videos are even posted. We're not going to really have the kittens in this enclosure probably for much longer. They're going to be free roaming. I would say by tomorrow. They've already gotten out, and you've already seen how clever Daphne is, which is our black and white kitten here, our tuxedo cat. She gets out all the time, and then she leads the way for the other two, which is kind of funny, but there you go. So anyhow, that's some insider trading there for you guys. Okay, what do we got? What's Brendan talking about?
Oh, he was just saying his cat Tigger, who had an injury, is all better.
Oh, nice.
And he's been communicating. And clawing Brendan's head when he talks back to him.
Oh, really?
And he says he calls the tuxedo cats Oreos. Sometimes.
Oh, Oreos. Yeah,
that was
exactly.
One of the names somebody
that
suggested
was.
for Daphne was Oreo.
Oh, Tilly didn't want to be in there. Tilly didn't want to be in the enclosure. And of course, Daphne doesn't either. No, Daphne. Oh, sweetheart. I guess you don't have to be in there if you really don't want to be.
Well, now they're all going to come out.
Yeah, so they do like to follow Daphne's lead. So that's the other thing. Now, oh, can you see her? Can you see? This is exactly how. Oh no! It's plastic and it's very light, so it didn't hurt anybody, guys.
Which is why it fell out.
Yeah.
Oh my
Obviously, we want to make sure. We want to make sure that these guys are not harmed or anything. So we didn't do anything heavy, which probably would keep them in better, maybe. But I'm just not. You know, we didn't want to wind up hurting them or anything.
Get off. There goes the wall.
Okay, let me get her. Okay, guys, come here. Come here, oh. Okay, so I have Opal and Penny. Trying to keep Daphne contained is very difficult. Here we go. All right, guys, you want to play? Here. Of course, Opal wants to go over and see what the mama's doing here. Come here, guys.
Hey, baby. Watch out.
You want to play with the ball? You want to play with the ball? Okay. She's getting it contained.
Sorry, technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Where's little Daphne? Stinky body. Opal. Hi.
So this is where did this come from? Pet Safe or something? Yeah, go out. You can go out that side.
I got it from Amazon. Amazon?
Amazon it is.
I don't know who makes it, but it's pretty cool. You can make different configurations with it.
Yeah.
It was helpful when they were small and couldn't break out, but
yeah, you know, so as you can imagine, as it's gotten bigger, as they've gotten bigger, we've had to build the enclosure bigger. Now, why would we do that, right? The reason we would do that is, you know, Pippa and the kittens have not had a relationship. And obviously, Tilly and the kittens have. She's her mom. So, you know, they're very comfortable with each other. They're very comfortable with their litter mates. They're comfortable with Tilly. But Pippa and the kittens, now the kittens, you know, they don't know anything different. They just know that this is a different cat in the house. And honestly, Tilly is still so young. She feels the same way, but Pippa knows this is her territory. So they have kind of taken over this area here, which is okay because Pippa's got the rest of the house. But at the same time, here you go, Daphne. You got Daphne back in. At the same time, you know, as a result of it being a possible feeling of it being an invasion of a territory from the kittens to a degree, she didn't invite them in to be born, and so they're here. So we want to make sure that they're contained in an area until we can have everybody comfortable with each other. We don't want the kittens being harmed because Pippa is feeling that she is in some way slighted by them being here. But we also don't want we don't want Pippa being in any way offended or anything like that. Now the relationship has gotten a lot better. It was never really rocky to begin with because she was there the day that they were born, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more in next week's videos too. So, look at Daphne's giving me a little tiny bite. It's just a little love bite though. She doesn't puncture skin or anything like that. But Daphne, as rambunctious as she is quite funny too, because look at she just likes to kind of hang out by me, and I think it's sweet.
Miss Apple, don't you dare.
So she's gonna hang out here. Daphne, you want to play? Oh yes. Okay, so I see on the side there that so what do we have going on in the live stream in the chat?
No, we're just talking about Brendan. Or Brendan was saying, follow the leader.
Yeah.
They're stubborn little babies.
Yeah.
We're gonna build walls from Attack of the Titans.
Yeah. Right.
We need like brick walls over here.
Yeah, right.
Crazy cats.
But yeah, they're so cute. But we were also out of town, as we kind of mentioned last weekend. So what do you got? Babe, I don't know if we can see anybody but Daphne in that view.
Well, okay, I'll go down a little. Those two kids are in the tent thingy.
Yeah.
But then your head's cut off.
Well, that's okay. People didn't tune in to see me, and they tuned in to see the kids.
I guess that is true.
And, ultimately, it's a cat channel. So we're telling the story of our cats. So we're kind of here with them, and, we're kind of, talking about them and interpreting, their meanings and things based on stuff that we read and research and what have you. Because they have a lot of stories to tell. And that's kind of what we're doing. Hey, baby, I got your tummy. So, but at the end of the day, the channel's about them. And Pippa and Tilly. So, now, I will say I probably will talk about feet if we have time, because cats definitely like feet.
Oh, wow.
Especially Daphne. Daphne loves my feet.
You play. Go play. Go play with your sisters.
Okay. Let me see if we can. Hey, baby, you want to say hi? You want to say hello? Oh, look at my little girl.
It's okay.
She's the sweetest little one. She's like, what are you doing to me, Papa? Now, let me tell you about progress. Anytime you used to pick Opal up, she would scream. And believe me, this one has got some lungs on her. So, yeah, she does have eyebrows. I just caught that last comment. She does. It's very cute ones, too. But look at her. She's very, docile. She's very used to it. I feel like that's a lot of progress because she didn't like being picked up. And so we have kind of almost shock trained her with it in a way. We picked her up. We've made it a very positive experience for her. And so she just kind of rolls with it. She likes it, actually. She's very look at her. You're a wonderful cat. Love you, Opal. You want to play? Oh, you want to play? Now
I
look
wanna
at
jump out.
she wants to jump out. It's okay, sweetheart. You can't jump out. Okay, so over here you can see that Penny has started to fall asleep, or Penelope.
I don't think they. Oh wait, you're in the way. Your arm's in the way. Yeah, there we go. There's Penny. Sleeping.
Now I am I will say I'm sorry, as well, because again, it's live. And we're dealing with animals, and they can be a little bit unpredictable. And of course, as anyone who's a cat owner knows, as you can see here, no, you go over this way. Yeah, you can play with this. Play with this in the enclosure. Somebody who's, cats, they kind of they like to be able to do their own thing. So if you make them think that, hey, it's their idea that they want to stay in here and play. Now, these guys want to be closer to us. And, as much as they enjoy each other's company, they are ultimately going to be more attracted to wherever we are. And so that's behind, and the reason behind the escapes that we have. So I'm in here playing with them because ultimately they want to be by me. They want to be by Michelle. And look at, even Tilly's joined in, which is nice because, you want a cat that is, thank you, Brendan. You said it's okay.
They look like yin and yang.
Yeah, yin and yang, yeah.
Bad and good. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah. But listen, Brendan, thank you so much for joining in. It sounds like, it's possible maybe we've got some other folks that are on that are a little bit shy or something. Other folks may have plans that usually, it's a Friday night. So sometimes, people are doing other things. It's summertime, and I totally get that. But I really appreciate, you kind of joining in and giving your comments. And
no,
the white one, no, she's a sweetheart.
She's a good one, actually.
She's a sweetheart. She really is.
Matilda. Oh,
there goes Tilly. So,
Matilda.
No, you can't have me on the keyboard. I'm sorry. Cats love keyboards. So.
Stop it, Tilly.
So, it is nice to have the interactions, and I really appreciate your comments in here. So Michelle can certainly, as you're reading them, kind of talk through them and stuff. You can interrupt me, Michelle.
I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, well, yeah, right.
Daphne's looking at me. She's sitting behind you staring at me.
Yeah, of course she is.
Nope, no, she's trying to devise.
So you'll notice as well, I don't know if we talked about this previously, but you can see over here that there's a blanket that's underneath the couch. And we have the same thing in our downstairs room too. And the reason for that is these guys are small. Okay, so they can, you might not believe it because they have gotten a little bit bigger, but they can get underneath the couch. So what we've done is we've kind of basically blocked it off so that way they can't get under there. And we had a breach in this earlier today, and all three of them were underneath the couch, and they decided they would take a nap underneath there. So,
that was the right guess.
Yeah. What's that? They hide, exactly. That was the right guess, exactly. So that's what they do. So, and again, they're small. Now, I really would have thought by now that they wouldn't be able to fit underneath there, but they can fit into very small spaces. Here you go. you playing with this? Are you still playing with this? And then I don't know if you can see Daphne here. She likes to just kind of sit in between my legs or sit on my feet.
There goes Tilly again.
And now Penny, as you can see over here, she's our resident sleeper. She probably is the one that sleeps the most. These two are playing, they play a lot. But Penny, Penny wants her sleep. She needs her beauty sleep. And these guys don't even bother to disturb her anymore. They used to, but it's like, nope. Look at it. She doesn't care.
We provide you with something more than auto, home, or life insurance.
So I'll also say too, last, when we did our live stream last time around, Penelope was Penny is planning something. Yeah, right. She always is. Now you mentioned that the white kitten, which is Opal here, is a bad one. Actually, she's not. She's just she's a very sweet cat. But of course, she's going to want to get out of the enclosure and she wants to explore and everything. So you can kind of see that. Daphne is the one who's definitely the explorer, but she's also very sweet. Penny's the one that likes to rough things up. So she plays hard and then she sleeps hard. But yeah, she's always planning something. But she also was slower to develop. And last time around that we had a live stream, she had peed on our carpet here. Okay. The other two were using the litter box, and they were eating the wet food, and only Penny was eating the dry food. But over the last 2 weeks, what we kind of did was anytime that we saw that she was kind of scratching at the carpet, we would take her and kind of put her into the litter box so that way she could, understand that that's where she needed to go. And as far as the food went, we gave her the hard food, and then we mixed in this extra flavoring in with it. Okay, so now she really kind of wanted to eat that, and she liked the flavoring. Well, then we would take the flavoring and put it over into the wet food, and she started eating the wet food. Then we just took the flavoring away, and she's been eating the wet food ever since. So it's been, some progress, and now she's the first to eat. Hi, sweetheart.
She eats a lot.
Hi, my sweetheart. So yeah. Look at my little girl here. She's so cute. She's so cute. Babe, do you want to come in and try and play with them?
They're all sleeping.
No, they're not all sleeping. This one's not sleeping. Daphne's sleeping though. See, these guys have been playing pretty hard. We can watch. Oh, Opal's gonna watch some TV. Okay, let me. We're gonna have to move the camera again.
Okay, backing out.
I'm gonna kind of back out. And then we'll back it back in.
Opal's by the window now.
Yeah.
Put this up a little bit.
So I missed a little bit of what we had in the chat. So I know I caught a couple of things as I was kind of talking and looking back at the computer. So what do we have going?
Brendan said he wants a short-legged cat.
A short-legged cat?
He said cats with short legs are scary. People under 5'4" are scary. I'm under 5'4". I don't feel like I'm scary.
Are you kidding?
I'm the least scary. It's Opal.
Opal. Aw. She just wants to come out.
See? Scary.
But she is, yeah.
I mean, it can be scary, I guess. It's Opal. Yeah. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah.
We got to have more. We got to have different music next time, like
This is
rock
very
and roll.
sleepy. You want
Because
me to put on something more exciting?
you could see if it wakes him up a little bit.
This is very jazzy and sleepy. Acoustic chill. Maybe that. No?
Oh, maybe
Oh, summer vibes.
summer vibes. There we go.
Let's try that.
Oh,
Miss.
my
Oh,
sweetheart.
well.
See, you know what's funny is that's the edge of the computer she's hitting, and so she can't
So she-
actually hold on to it. Now I'm debating whether or not. I'm debating whether or not I want to go in and, you know, like you can kind of see Penny's awake. Oh my gosh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so strong.
Let me go back in.
Do you want to go in, babe?
I don't care.
Yeah, maybe Michelle goes in. And then I'll kind of converse. Michelle's going to go in now. And,
Watch out, Opal. I'm coming.
you know, I'll kind of monitor here on the chat. You know, feel free, anybody else who's on. Anybody
Sorry,
else who's
babes.
on who wants to join in and, you know, leave a comment, you're definitely welcome. And if not, you know, we'll
Miracle.
keep talking with Brandon and I'm sorry, Brendan. And then,
Miracle.
you know, we'll.
I can't see myself. I don't know what happened on the computer. I mean, the camera's probably still working, but it's.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me get it. It's a little bit delayed reaction too. What the hell? There you go, babe.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the meows. They are a bit. They can be a bit heartbreaking. Yeah, they're so cute. You know, it's like. The meows are you know, they're cute and you know, she just wants to play and interact with us. You can kind of see the other two have sort of fallen asleep. So, and like I said, I think Penny sometimes is hard to wake up. Here, Tilly, you want to go in? Ooh, there's Tilly. Tilly will never miss an opportunity to play. Now, I'll say this too. Tilly doesn't get a lot of sleep as it is. And you know, since we've had her, obviously she's been pregnant and then she had the babies and she's been taking care of the babies and nursing them and everything. And then, you know, we were out of town last weekend. And during that process, they were, you know, she didn't get a lot of sleep. So she just doesn't sleep very much, which is a little bit concerning to me because she's still a kitten and she needs a lot of sleep herself. But she has so much energy and you can see it right there. I mean, she lives to play. She constantly brings me toys. You know, when I say, for instance, I'm working during the day and, you know, she brings toys over to me constantly because she wants to play with me. Sometimes I have to tell her no. And sometimes I'll just kind of like Michelle has now, you know, a wand and, you know, I might be typing with one hand and I'll swing it with the other for a minute or two. But yeah. Oh, you're not gonna be talking for a while, Brandon. That's okay. We'll watch this for a minute and
Everyone else fell asleep. Opal's over there asleep.
oh, she just totally fell asleep. That's so funny.
If you turn it a little, they can probably see her.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there she is.
Maybe
Oh,
no,
nope, she's just resetting herself.
job, Tilly. Good job, Tilly.
Babe, did you want to talk about did you have another topic you wanted to talk about?
Did I?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm not sure if you did, but if not,
I think I did.
I can talk.
Talked about being out of town and then
Yeah.
they did okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll give it a minute here. We'll just watch Michelle play with Tilly, which is her 100% favorite activity. Now, granted, think about it this way. Tilly, so we've got three noticeable kittens in here because they're small. But Tilly is still a kitten, and she is now getting closer to 10 months old. She's not quite there yet, but she's getting closer. So, it's well, I guess she is 10 months old. So ultimately, she's an older kitten, but she's still a kitten herself. And it's hard to forget that because one, she's a mom. And, two, there's just other babies in here that are much smaller than her. But she still has all that kitten energy, and she still has, the desire to play and, all these things. She's been through a lot in her short life at this point. So it's really nice to, give her this time to play and, give her all the attention that she needs and deserves.
You can't take it.
The other funny thing with her is so do you see that wand toy that Michelle has? No, it's granted a little bit smaller for her size. It's really made for the smaller kittens, but she really enjoys playing with it. And mostly because she can pick it up. So sometimes when, she gets really wild with it, she'll grab it, pretend like she's killing it, and then pick it up and bring it somewhere like she's going to go eat it, which I think is just funny.
Drags it up and down the stairs.
It's not, she'll drag it up and down the stairs.
Did you see that one?
Yes, that was amazing.
Good job, Tilly.
Like she's pretending like, she's pretending like, she's just killed something, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah. Which one's the cute baby, Brendan? Tilly? So I'm going to talk about feet because I've been researching this one for a while. Basically ever since the kittens have been running around, they've been going after our feet. And I remember this from many years ago when I had a kitten at my mom's house. And that it's like a common thing that people talk about, that the cats love to go after your feet. So they'll go after them, they'll attack them. What I've been trying to do is to redirect them so that they're not going after, your feet in adulthood, because you don't really want that. Unfortunately, it's not been a thing for Pippa, but if you think about it, Pippa didn't have a lot of experience. It seems maybe with people, or maybe she did, and somehow she got out of the house that she was living in, or whatever it was. But Pippa, it's not huge with the feet. Sometimes she will, but it's not huge. But these guys, between, and Tilly, I guess I would say, would you say she goes after your feet? Not really. Kittens do, though. So there's a couple reasons behind this. Obviously, the first obvious reason as to why, they'll maybe bite your feet or they'll bite anything is because they're teething. So the kittens are teething. They have their baby teeth. We have some teething toys, but they just like biting things. And, even each other. But, again, it's because it's just uncomfortable when you've got, when you're younger and you've got these baby teeth going. I'm going to go ahead and skip that ad. Because they obviously haven't paid for being on here. But you guys, anybody who is watching this, you probably will have noticed that there are ads running on our videos. Okay. This is not a monetized channel. So YouTube is throwing ads up on our videos, which maybe is a little bit flattering. But it's, yeah, right. Well, there you go. But that's not, I would choose to not have them, I suppose, because it's kind of annoying, but whatever. All right. Anyway, that's off topic. So the first reason is that they're teething. The next reason is that you carry a lot of, people realize this, but you carry a lot of pheromones in your feet. So cats, it's almost kind of flattering in a way that they'll be attracted to your feet. So for instance, Daphne, she doesn't always attack my feet. Sometimes she lays on them. She'll lay on them. She'll sleep on them. You kind of saw her in between my legs a little bit earlier. It's because she's closer again to my feet. She just loves being by my feet. So it's almost flattering. They love the smell of you and your feet. And
rubs on our shoes.
Yeah, and she rubs on our shoes. And so it's kind of, cats are attracted to smells. And they're very, so we talked about this in one of our other videos, but they are attracted to, because again, they have scent glands that are 40 times more powerful than ours. So they're not, they have all of the same senses that we do, but that one in particular, and I think their eyes are also amazing, and I'll talk about that at a later point, but cats' eyes are very unique. It's not often that you'll find that in the animal kingdom, what they have. And so I'll either do a video or I'll talk about it on a live stream at a later point, because I just find them fascinating. And they're one of the things that you notice with cats. But anyhow, but the scent is the most important thing to them. So, they're going to be attracted to your scent, and think about it. It's the part of your scent that's closest to the ground. So as a result of that, looks like the little kids are awake. We got Daphne and Opal, so they got a tiny little, what we'll call a cat nap in, and so now they're kind of watching their mom play, which is kind of sweet. They do this a lot, and they learn a lot from their mom. So that's another reason is the scent. Now, a couple other things, sometimes they just want your attention. Sometimes they just want to play. And so, your feet are one of those things that are, again, closest to the ground, and they want to get your attention because they want to play with you. And so that's kind of their way of telling you that they want to play. Now, you'll find that most with kittens, I guess, they sort of grow out of it a little bit. But if you let it continue and it's something that you foster with them, and they enjoy this, and they know that it's something that they can get your attention and they can get play from you, they will start doing that as they get older. And so you'll find them just kind of ambushing your feet. Only the next time around, they're going to be much bigger and stronger, And I'll tell you, like Michelle, for instance, has gotten her feet hit a couple times, and their nails are very sharp. They're like acupuncture needles going into you. So we will be trimming their nails actually this weekend, which we have not done yet. So that'll be an interesting experience. But I also want them, aside from the fact that they need to be trimmed, they're long and sharp. They got to get used to doing it. And so there's no better time than now. So we'll be doing the adults too. Okay, so we got Brendan. Ooh.
Anybody else?
Maybe you can placate them with pizza rolls. So somebody who knows me said that. The pizza rolls.
Funny.
So maybe you can placate them with pizza rolls. Maybe we can.
Maybe they really love pizza rolls.
That is actually an inside joke. So anyhow, so yeah. Woo! Did you see that? Did we capture that? Oh my gosh,
Yeah, I think
she's
so. Good jumping, Till.
she is quite a jumper. So I don't know. I mean, there are other things that people think with that, so for instance, they go after your shoes, and when they go after your shoes, that they're trying to, put their scent on your shoes, or they're trying to absorb your scent from your shoes. And it's comforting because, again, you're like a parent or a guardian to them. So, and so, for instance, Michelle just mentioned that, they'll go after our shoes, especially when I've returned home from the gym, as Michelle has talked about before. Well, think about that. I mean, I've been sweating for an hour or two, and, that is, I hate to say it, but it runs downhill. And so your shoes are going to, carry a lot of that smell. And again, we may not even smell it. So I don't feel like my shoes smell bad. They don't smell bad. Okay. But she's going to pick up on the smaller things, and she rubs on them. So, hey. But, I mean, these things range. So there's not, just like with anything with cats, there's not a one size fits all kind of thing. And, I've seen things that suggest, I mean, hey, you look at maybe Eastern tradition, and your chakras flow out from your feet. So, it could be one of those things where, they're absorbing things, so say, for instance, you're wearing socks, and that's when they go after you the most, but probably because they figure there's some kind of padding or something on you, like fur. But I mean, you could look at it as, hey, that energy's also, sticking around in your socks, and they're going to take some of that and they're going to absorb some of it. So who knows? Obviously that's a little hippity dippity, but I don't know if Michelle is just on camera making the face, but
Oh, well, you can only see half my face, so probably not.
you never know. I mean, so there's plenty of things, but I've been trying to read about it because it's like, why are they doing this? So anyhow. So I did want to say again, thank you guys, everyone who has joined in. Oh. Yeah, he says the white one, he or she, Silverana, says that the white one looks big now. Yes.
Yeah.
She is almost half the size as Tilly. Now, she came out big. She was big when she was born.
She was the biggest.
And she was strong when she was first born, too. Can we see them?
They're over here by the tent. Her and Tilly.
Mm.
Obo! Obo!
We'll see if we can see them.
Where's
Oh,
Tilly?
there's Tilly. I'm sure Opal will come over. There she is. She's getting on. Anyhow, she is. She's almost half the size. But she was bigger when she was born. And she was also strong. She was, you know, it's funny because we have a short on the video on our channel from the day that they were born, and they were crawling on Tilly, and you know, it's very noticeable when you see Opal just kind of crawling up her side. It's, you know, she was long then, you know, even then. So she's going to be big. She will be a big cat. She will. But she's also a sweetheart. We also posted 2 shorts to our channel today. Sorry, I'm going to get ready to skip this. There we go. Whatever.
I don't even let you skip it. It's rude.
It is what it is. But anyhow, so we had 2 shorts posted earlier this weekend, earlier today. One was basically a happy birthday. It's been 2 months since our kittens were born, and it's really interesting just the growth that's happened with them and the personalities that they've developed, and just, you know, everything. They're just really, I cannot tell you how much I love these cats. So anyhow, and then the other one was, which I thought was a fun pun. You know, we called it the Treaty of Cats, right? So it's really, we were giving treats to the cats. We're giving treats to all of the 3 kittens, as well as Tilly and Pippa, and basically trying to bring everybody together. And that's going to also be part of what we're going to talk about next week. But you kind of get a little bit of an advanced view of Tilly. You want to come out? Oh. So, what we want to do is try and bring everybody together over something special. And so, I mean, hey, what brings people to the table? What brought the Pilgrims and the Indians together? Food, right? So think about it. I mean, all of your special things and special occasions, everything revolves around food, and it's not different for cats. So we went ahead and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, let's have a treaty, between aggression and everything. And so everybody, it's a treat. So I just call it a treaty. Sorry about that. That was Tilly. And so, I mean, and you can see it. I mean, it's only 15 seconds long, but you can see how effective it is. These guys get this special good taste in their mouth, and they get a good feeling. And that good feeling, is associated as a party with everybody there. So obviously we want Pippa and Tilly and the kittens and everybody to get along and love each other and everything. And, it's not something that just happens. It doesn't just happen. It's something that, you kind of have to nurture. And honestly, Pippa is very food orientated. As you can see, she's a bit overweight, but they all are. They all enjoy food, and who the hell doesn't? So, and you want to have something that is that tastes good, and so we grab the good treats and have them kind of sit down and And I feel like that has been a bit effective. So I thought it was cute. Now somebody hit the dislike button on it, and I'm like,
Dislikes cats.
right, or I mean, I don't know, maybe somebody didn't like the pun. I'm not really sure, but whatever it is. But it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, well, anyway, it's something that we did with them earlier today, and we're going to continue doing, and we continue to have food as being a motivator to bring these guys together, bring them to the table, release the endorphins, and I am very encouraged by the progress that we've made. So, yeah. Of course, it's not pizza rolls. I will say that, but still. We're getting nearer to the end of the hour, so obviously, as always, we appreciate our subscribers and we appreciate everybody that comments on our videos. If you weren't lucky enough to be with us live here today, then by all means leave a comment. We love reading them, and it really does. It warms our heart to see some of those things, and that people enjoy our content, and all of that other good stuff that comes with it. So, and that they like watching our cats and can kind of experience this journey with us. And I really enjoy sharing it with anybody who's interested. Anybody who wants to kind of see what's happening, and we try and make it as it's already entertaining, but we kind of give you guys that entertainment, and I appreciate the folks that kind of tune in religiously and are interested, and because we live it every day, and it's a nice thing when you guys share your commentary about it. So we appreciate it. Appreciate everybody who subscribes, everybody who hits the like button, and really anybody who shares. I don't know if people share videos, but we say, you know what, share the video. And maybe you do need somebody, somebody who needs a smile today. And I mean, really. So I think about this. There was a time when I really needed just some calm, well before we had pets. And I went to YouTube and I just Googled in cats and kittens, and I just watched tons of videos on it. And it was just kind of, I only did it, again, I didn't have cats as pets at the time, but that was the first thing that I thought of for comfort. So I don't know. They are wonderful, wonderful friends. And I obviously encourage anybody who does not have one to have one. The dude does not lose from Jacob Cal. The dude doesn't lose energy. Wow. Put this out there. That's funny.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you, Jacob Cal. All right, guys, we are at the end of our hour, so I appreciate you guys joining in. Thank you so much. And now I'm becoming a spanner. Peace, love, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining in and listening to us for the last hour and watching our cats. And we are out of time. So have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully it's a 3-day weekend for most of you. Have a wonderful holiday on Monday. And we will see you in the next video and the next live stream next Friday. Thank you, everybody. Bye.